Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, I just don't feel like myself anymore? Maybe you've noticed your joints creak a little more than they used to. Maybe walking up a flight of stairs feels like a challenge, or your energy fades halfway through the day. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck. Aging isn't about decline. It's about change. And the beautiful thing is, we have more control over that change than we realize. You don't have to accept feeling weaker, slower, or foggier just because another birthday came and went. The truth is, your 60s, 70s, even your 80s and beyond can be some of the healthiest and most fulfilling years of your life, if you know how to take care of yourself in the right ways. That's what we're here to talk about today. 5 simple but powerful ways to make every decade after 60 healthier and stronger. These are not extreme workouts or miracle diets. They're real, practical habits that you can start today, no matter your age or current condition. So, let's start with something many people overlook: how we move. You don't need to run marathons to stay healthy. In fact, pushing yourself too hard can do more harm than good. But moving regularly, gently and intentionally, is one of the most powerful ways to maintain strength, flexibility, and balance. Think about how often we sit on the couch, in the car, at the kitchen table. Our bodies weren't meant to be still for so long. That stiffness in your back or the tightness in your hips isn't just part of getting older. It's your body asking for movement. One of the best things you can do is simply get up and move every hour. It might be a short walk around the house, a few stretches, or even dancing to a song you love. Don't underestimate how much these little moments add up. And if you enjoy walking, try doing it in nature. Studies show that walking outdoors, especially in green spaces, boosts mood, reduces stress, and improves heart health. It doesn't have to be fast. It doesn't have to be far. It just has to be regular. Now, let's talk about something even more personal: your mindset. It's easy to fall into a routine where we think, this is just the way it is now. Maybe you've heard people say, I'm too old to start something new, or at my age, it's normal to slow down. But here's a secret. The most successful, vibrant seniors are the ones who challenge that thinking. They stay curious. They keep learning. They try new things, not to prove anything to anyone, but to stay connected to life. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. That doesn't mean you need to learn a new language or go back to school. Unless you want to. It can be as simple as reading more often, playing word games, learning to use a new app on your phone, or picking up a new hobby you've always been curious about. Even starting conversations with new people can be a powerful mental exercise. And beyond brain health, staying mentally engaged helps you feel more connected, more confident, and more in control of your life. You start to see aging not as something that's happening to you, but something you're actively shaping, day by day, choice by choice. Let's shift to something that's often taken for granted: hydration. Most of us think we're drinking enough water until we really stop and pay attention. As we age, our sense of thirst can fade, and our bodies become more sensitive to dehydration. You might feel tired, dizzy, or foggy, not realizing your body is simply asking for water. Start your day with a glass of water before anything else. It's a gentle way to wake up your system. Keep a water bottle nearby throughout the day and take small sips often. You don't have to gulp down liters. Just stay steadily hydrated. And if you find plain water boring, try adding a slice of lemon or cucumber, or drink herbal teas. Those count, too. Even mild dehydration can affect memory, mood, and energy levels. But the good news is the fix is simple. And once you build a habit, your body starts to respond with more clarity, more energy, and even fewer aches and pains. Making these small shifts isn't about chasing youth. It's about honoring where you are now and giving your body what it needs to thrive in this chapter of life. Because this chapter is just as valuable, just as full of possibility, as any that came before it. And if you've ever thought, I wish I had started earlier, let that go. Today is earlier than tomorrow. You don't need perfect conditions to begin. You just need one small step in the right direction. Now that we've talked about how movement, mindset, and hydration can shape how we age, let's continue the journey and explore what else we can do to feel stronger, healthier, and more alive in the years ahead. Ask ChatGPT. Now that we got a handle on how movement and mindset can lay the foundation for a stronger, healthier life, let's talk about something that's often overlooked but absolutely essential: how and what we eat. Now I know nutrition advice can sometimes feel overwhelming. So many rules, so many trends. But the truth is, eating for health after 60 doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, it can be downright enjoyable once we shift our focus to foods that fuel us, not just fill us. Imagine your plate as a toolbox. Each food you choose is a tool, either helping your body stay strong and resilient or quietly wearing it down. One of the most powerful things you can do in your 60s and beyond is to make your meals colorful. Think about it: bright berries, leafy greens, sweet potatoes, beets, oranges, tomatoes. All those colors come from compounds called phytonutrients that help fight inflammation, protect your heart, and even keep your mind sharp. And the best part? They taste amazing. You're not giving up flavor, you're upgrading it. Let's take a look at something as simple as breakfast. Instead of toast with butter, try Greek yogurt with blueberries and a sprinkle of nuts. You're still enjoying something satisfying, but now you're also feeding your gut, your brain, and your bones. Little changes like that, when done consistently, add up in a big way. And it's not just what we eat, but how we eat. Slowing down during meals, chewing thoroughly, and truly tasting your food makes digestion easier and helps you tune into when you're actually full. Rushed eating often leads to overeating, which weighs us down. You deserve meals that nourish your body and bring you joy. So sit down, take a breath, and enjoy each bite. Now, speaking of digestion and health, let's not forget the importance of water. Yes, plain old water. Dehydration can sneak up on you, especially as we age. Sometimes, what feels like fatigue, brain fog, or even hunger is just your body quietly asking for a drink. Try starting your day with a glass of water before anything else. Carry a small bottle around. Add slices of lemon or cucumber if that makes it more enjoyable. Think of hydration as oil for the engine. It keeps everything running smoothly. All right, now that we've covered how to fuel the body, let's shift gears to another game changer: staying socially connected. This one's a bit more personal, but just as important. We all know that as the years go by, our social circles change. People move, careers wind down, family dynamics shift. It's easy, too easy, in fact, to start spending more time alone without even realizing how much we're missing. But here's the thing: staying connected to others isn't just about fun or companionship. It's actually critical to your health. In fact, research shows that loneliness can be just as harmful to your body as smoking or obesity. That's how serious it is. Human beings are wired for connection, no matter our age. And no, this doesn't mean you need a big group of friends or constant activity. Sometimes it's as simple as having one or two people you can talk to honestly, laugh with, share a meal with. If your old friends are far away or life has taken you in a different direction, this can also be a season to make new connections. Join a walking group. Volunteer once a week. Take a class at your local community center. You'd be surprised how many people are looking for connection too. They're just waiting for someone to take the first step. Even short conversations can brighten your mood and improve brain function. So whether it's chatting with a neighbor, calling your grandchild, or even saying hello to someone at the store, those small moments matter more than you think. And if you live alone especially, being proactive is key. Don't wait for someone to knock on your door. Create a rhythm of reaching out. Maybe every Wednesday is your call friend day, or every Sunday you host a tea or coffee, even if it's just one person. When we nurture our social life, we're also nurturing our emotional and cognitive well-being. And remember, connection isn't just about people. Sometimes it's about reconnecting with purpose. Maybe you used to love painting, or gardening, or writing. Now's the time to bring those passions back into your life. Or try something completely new. Having something you look forward to each day, even something small, can lift your entire outlook. So whether it's sharing meals with loved ones, sending letters to old friends, or smiling at strangers on your morning walk, every bit of connection strengthens not just your spirit, but your entire body too. Now, there's still one more habit to explore, one that often gets overlooked, but might just be the most important of them all. So far, we've covered how movement, mindset, nutrition, and connection can strengthen your health and happiness after 60. Now, let's talk about a powerful but often forgotten pillar of longevity, rest and recovery. At this stage in life, it's tempting to believe that rest means slowing down completely. But in reality, intentional rest is one of the most active forms of self-care you can give yourself. It allows your body to repair, your brain to process, and your emotions to settle. And here's the truth. Without proper rest, all those healthy meals and walks won't work as well as they could. Let's start with the most obvious form of rest: sleep. If you're not sleeping well, you're not healing well. It's during sleep that your body releases hormones that repair tissues, balance blood sugar, and clean out your brain. Yes, your brain cleans itself while you sleep, like a nighttime housekeeping crew, clearing out toxins and clutter. Amazing, right? Now, sleep can become more challenging with age. Changes in hormones, medications, or pain can all get in the way. But there are gentle, natural ways to improve sleep quality. First, create a calming bedtime routine. Start winding down an hour before sleep. Dim the lights, turn off screens, maybe read or listen to calming music. Your body responds to routine. Second, make your bedroom a sanctuary. Cool, dark, quiet. This sends a clear message to your brain. It's time to rest. Third, go to bed and wake up at the same time each day, even on weekends. This helps reset your internal clock and leads to more consistent sleep. And if your mind tends to race at night, keep a journal by your bed. Sometimes, writing out your thoughts clears space for peace. But rest isn't just about sleep. It's also about slowing down during the day. We live in a world that glorifies hustle, even in retirement. Stay busy, they say. Keep going. And yes, purpose and activity are important. But equally important is giving yourself permission to pause. A midday nap, a quiet cup of tea by the window, a few minutes of deep breathing. These aren't luxuries. They're necessities. Think of rest like recharging a battery. If you never stop to recharge, eventually you'll run out of power. One simple habit: try what some cultures call a restorative moment. Just 5 minutes of stillness a few times a day. Sit quietly, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and just be. No phone, no thinking, no pressure. It might feel strange at first, but over time, it becomes a peaceful ritual your body will look forward to. And if you find rest hard to come by because of stress, that's something we need to address, too. Which brings us to the last piece of this wellness puzzle: emotional resilience. You've lived through so much: joy, loss, triumphs, regrets. And every one of those experiences has shaped you. Emotional health in your 60s, 70s, and beyond isn't about being cheerful all the time. It's about processing your emotions in a healthy way and knowing how to return to center when life throws you off course. One of the best tools here? Gratitude. This isn't just feel-good fluff. Research shows that people who regularly practice gratitude sleep better, feel less lonely, and even have lower blood pressure. And it doesn't take much. Just writing down 3 things you're grateful for every morning, or reflecting on one beautiful moment at the end of each day, can rewire your brain toward positivity and peace. Another key: letting go of what no longer serves you. That might be bitterness from the past, guilt, or even the pressure to be who you once were. Aging isn't about decline. It's about transformation. And you get to decide what you carry with you into the next chapter. Lighten your emotional load so your heart has space to grow. Finally, surround yourself with positivity. Whether it's uplifting books, peaceful music, or supportive people, your emotional environment matters. As much as possible, choose joy, choose calm, choose self-compassion. Because no matter what decade you're in, it's never too late to begin again.